Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
And I'm Chase.
and you're watching Posers Must Die, our latest adventures in the exciting and kick-ass world of heavy metal. Chase, how we doing? Having a
Great.
cool morning?
Yeah, pretty good so far. Just get to spend it with my buddy.
Yay! Oh, that's me. Okay,
That's it.
cool. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we've got some albums to review, including a brand new one from oh, gee, who is it?
Up first, we got Creator, Crushers of the World, released January 16th on Nuclear Blast Records. And after 41 years of being Creator, their 16th studio album. Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah, I love Creator. And I love to see a new Creator record out. Uh, they have had such
Yeah.
an interesting career. I look at them as like their story is kind of like kind of comes in like three acts or like three movements, if you will. Okay, you have their original run through the '80s through 1990 with Coma of Souls, right? Five studio albums, some EPs, and these are just like pure classic thrash metal gold. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Good up.
and then in the 90s, they had this other period, an experimental period, um, where they were making a lot of interesting music. It just isn't thrash metal. But it's like challenging stuff, and I like it. It's like, okay, Millie is really stretching his legs artistically and exploring other
Yeah.
territory. I think that's healthy. Okay. And then early 2000s with Violent Revolution and like, these what they're doing now, from then on, I think that was like 2001 or so. Uh, wow, dude, they have had this is their revival period. Okay, they've gone back to making um, thrash metal records, and they've been really consistently good. But it's a different kind of thrash metal than their original period, and it's very interesting. Like the timbre of Millie's voice has changed, and
Yeah.
but I think the approach to songwriting is different too. There's more melody, um, and um, uh, no shortage of killer riffs and like, really like intense, heavy songs. It's not wimpy or anything, but
Yeah.
yeah, more melodic for sure. Great guitar harmonies and stuff. That's I think a real highlight of this era of Creator. Uh, and oh, my other thing was a thought that floated away, and maybe it'll come back to me. Um, but the production, the production style that they've employed on in in this era in the 21st century, kind of it's they're making thrash metal records, but you get the studio production that is typical of the melodic death metal records, like you're going to put on Amon Amarth or Soilwork or somebody like that. Um,
Yep.
so it's kind of cool to hear thrash through that sort of filter. Um, but I think Creator is such a vital act, and it's always excite. I'm always really excited to hear a new Creator album because like uh, they're always pushing um, to. It's not a retread of what has gone before. They're not a nostalgia act. A lot of
Mm-mm.
people they gripe about Creator not playing a ton of old of their 80s material live, while they're focusing on newer stuff. And I think it's refreshing for a band to be like, no, man, look, this is the stuff we just wrote. This is what we're most excited to play, rather than, okay, maybe you get to hear a couple of new songs on this tour, and then you'll never hear those songs again. No, these are like fully incorporated into this. Like Mule is not living in the past, uh, and
Not at all. No.
and and he always has lots of great things to say about what's going on in the world. Like Creator is a band that is is for right now, and they've been a band for right now since 1985. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Straight up. Yeah.
Um, and
Very, like, I guess you'd say socially conscious. You could say they look to the future, not the past, all that good shit. And yeah, that's Creator up and down.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, I think much of what Billy writes about is like, obviously draws upon like knowledge of history and what has gone before, but it's not married to the past of Creator's music. And I think that's got to be so freeing to be like, I'm like, I am not tethered to that. You know, we're a thrash metal band and we're making thrash metal records, but I'm not going to make Endless Pain again and again and again. You know,
Yeah, and
uh,
and and live, like I believe you addressed that. Live, they don't play a lot of their stuff from their first 5 albums. You'll get one or two little hits every once in a while. I believe we got to hear Coma of Souls live,
we didn't get Coma of
but
Souls, but they did play. They played
off of
something.
Coma of Souls, yeah.
They played the last time we saw them. They played something from Terrible Certainty, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I was like,
Okay.
wow, cool. Um,
I got to hear Hordes of Chaos off of Hordes of Chaos, my favorite song off my favorite album of theirs. So
yeah,
I was getting pretty.
yeah. I really like the modern Creator stuff. I really liked Hate Uberales and Hordes of Chaos, and like, yeah, they're, Phantom Antichrist. These albums are really vital, man. And Crushers of the World really carries on that. You know,
Yes.
Millie has always been staunchly anti-fascist, and like that theme uh, runs heavily through not just this record, but like all of Creator's modern output. And I love that, and we need that now more than ever. But let's talk about this album. Several of these songs, we got to hear before the album release, and they were released had music videos to go along with them. Um,
Yep.
those songs being Seven Serpents, Tranen Palast, and Crushers of the World, the title track. All very cool videos, cool songs. I like that Tranen Palast is about Suspiria, and in the video, I swear it looks like they're using the original sets from the original version of that movie. It's
I watched those. I watched those last night. I totally agree with you. I'm almost 1,000% certain they are right there
Yeah, I mean, because
somehow.
that was shot in a real building someplace in, I think, Germany. So yeah, I mean, like, I guess if that was a real ballet school, they're like, hey, can we shoot a music video here? Yeah. So
I thought it
yeah,
was. I've only seen the movie once forever ago. I thought it was all sets and whatnot. That's why I said somehow is because I thought it was sets. But yeah, real fucking place. What am I thinking?
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. Well, I mean, like, here's the thing, like, ballet school is going to have like that big open room, and that's going to be
with the
good to
mirrors, yeah,
that. Well, but that's going to
yeah.
be good to shoot in. It's you're not going to be like, oh, we need to build a set because being inside a regular building is not practical. Um, and I think it's a little more in European cinema. I think it's less of set building and more of like, yeah, we're going to shoot on location.
Okay.
We're going to shoot inside this old building or whatever. And yeah, so but yeah, really cool song. Anyway, I think we're getting down a weird rabbit hole here, but um,
My bad.
no, it's fine. I brought it up. It's my fault. Um, but um, but yeah, dude, this album is full of great songs. Barbarian, Blood of Our Blood, and Combatants is like just like three bangers in a row right in the middle of the record. This is a lot of strong
Middle
material.
track, Crushers of the World kills for me. It's probably my
Yeah,
my strongest track. And Seven Servants, the opening.
yeah,
You already said that it sounds like Mellow Death, but that song in particular, when it started up, I was like, is this like a Bellacore and a Mono Mars song? And then the thrash kicked in. I'm like, okay, here we are.
yeah,
But yeah, you're right. The production definitely carries a lot of that like mellow thrash, mellow death kind of
yeah.
sound.
Yeah, but like but it's still uncompromising. It's like it's certainly not like uh you could not be accuse Creator of like pandering to a trend or something. It's like no, that is a good
No.
sound for an album, you know. And I would rather hear thrash metal records with that production than listen to any Melodeath stuff. I'm just not very into that genre. It's fine. Um,
I like it
but
okay.
yeah, I like it okay. It's fine. I'm never mad about it, but I'm never like, oh man, let's put that on, you know. But yeah, Crushes of the World is an excellent album. I love it. I can't wait for us to see Creator again, hopefully this year or next. Um, um, because man, they're still so killer live. Oh my gosh, we saw them in 2024, and it was only my third time seeing them, but it was my favorite time of seeing them. They were great. They came through with Testament, and it was my favorite time seeing Testament too. I've seen them more times, but
An awesome show.
yeah, what a great time. That was probably show of the year that year. That was really a lot of fun. Um, but yeah, Crushes of the World. Chase, do you have any more thoughts on this?
If you haven't heard it, go check it out. Fucking rules.
Yeah, Creator rules. Um, so yeah, we love it. We love to see these guys still going, putting out, delivering such high level material this late in the game. Like right on, dude. Like
Yeah.
and like I don't think they show any signs of slowing down. I mean, Creator's still gonna be around in 10 years, you know, and I
I
love
got
that.
it.
Yeah, I don't doubt it either, and I love that. I have said, 10 years from now we are gonna have very few opportunities to see like any 80s metal bands, and like I think Creator will be one of the ones that are still around. Um, so yeah, so hail to the hordes, hail to Creator.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So, okay. So why don't we get into our next segment? What's that bears your name? What's it called, Chase?
Up next on Chase's classic album, we have Victim, Power Hungry, released sometime in 1984 on Pop Records.
Pop Records. Yeah, that's definitely an independent release. Um, but yeah, Victim. Um, People who experience the internet have definitely seen maybe a couple years ago. Back in the 80s, these guys shot a video for the song "Victim" from this album, and that has been like floating around on YouTube for the past few years, and it's so rad and so over the top and really fun. It's like they shot it in it looks very public access TV, but the
Very
quality
Channel
is
11, yeah.
but the quality is cool. Like they really they had a simple concept, and the video is great. And it's a lot of fun, and I think that may have like been the impetus for like, hey, people are talking about the impetus for them getting back together. They recently played their first show since the 80s. A friend of this program, Big Slime from Russia Power Radio, yeah, we love you, Big Slime. Uh, he saw them at their reunion gig, and he was like, in anticipation of it, he's like, this is either going to be a train wreck or it's going to be awesome. And he reported back, and it was like, no, it was great. They really did, and so I'm glad. I mean, like, I'm glad Victim is back. I'm like, maybe we could see them on a festival potentially. I don't know, but let's talk about this album. This is some really fun heavy metal.
Yeah.
It's a weird kind of combination of like there's speed metal happening. It's a bit glammy lyrically. I mean, there's some of these songs are really horny, you guys. Okay.
I called it like a mix of Raven, Pile Driver with a teeny, like a still song of Coven in it. Just a tiny bit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know, not sure if that's quite what I heard, but I feel like it's like some good generic traditional metal band, uh, like it's like honestly it's like maybe it's like Riot meets Dokken, and not as good as
Oh,
Riot.
the
Okay.
Dokken bit, of course, Dokken. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, totally, add that.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Look, you can use whatever examples you want. It's fine.
Well, no, but Dokken's right on the nose, especially with that last track. But we'll get there. We'll get
We
there.
will get there. So yeah, album opener. What is it called? Out in the Streets or something like that. Excuse me.
On the Street Tonight.
On the Street Tonight. Pretty good opener. Not the best song on the album, but it does open with some like hot licks. It's a good way to open a heavy metal record. And it's a cool song. The second track is called Keep Comin', but it's spelled Cumin, so it's like, keep that cumin on your spice rack for your cooking needs. Yeah, this is like another like I'm horny for chicks song. But that's cool, whatever. I forgot to mention,
Oh man.
looking at the album cover, I'm gonna enlarge this again. Looking at the album cover, it's called Power Hungry, right? And other people have made this similar comment. Okay, so the character on this album is he's biting into the Flying V guitar as he's gonna eat it. Okay, there are no strings on this guitar, so maybe he ate the strings first, like some spaghetti, and then he's gonna eat some nice garlic bread of the body of this guitar. I don't know, but I just think it's funny. It's a perfectly great cheeseball cover. But yeah, keep
And they
coming.
keep it going with the other. They keep it going with the other albums that they released. They released 2 more albums over the course of like 20 years or something like that. I forget what it was.
Oh, right. Let's pause and
Yeah.
talk about that for a sec. So they have 3 records, and their third album, which didn't come out until like 2014, was originally going to be their second album. So and I know that's like, huh, what? It was like they did Power Hungry, and then they recorded this second album, and like the tapes got lost or some crap, and so it was like it never came out until like decades later. Okay, the second
A victim
album.
of mismanagement. Wow.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't. Things happen, and I don't know the I
Yeah.
don't know the whole story or anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like that story's pretty is more common than you think, dude. Like, or we didn't have money to get the tapes, or some shit, or somebody stole them. All kinds of stuff happens. Okay, but that second
Awful.
album has 2 or 3 songs re-recorded from this first record, and then there's one song that ended up on the third album. What is it called, Chase? DMN, which stands
Yeah.
for Dirty, Mean, and Nasty.
Pretty mean and nasty. There we
Yeah,
go.
I'm like, that's so glammy, but it is. That's such a
It
glammy
is. It
title.
is.
But anyway, so that's kind of the weird history of them recording their albums. This album is a brisk like 25 and a half minutes. Like it doesn't overstay its welcome. You can listen to all 3 records in like 90 minutes. So
Yeah.
which I did. The other ones are on YouTube. I had to yoink this from YouTube and like put it on my phone. Like I couldn't. It's not on streaming. I couldn't pirate it. Like it. Yeah. So I mean, I guess I pirated it from YouTube, um, but just so I could have it like conveniently carry it around. Like because I don't pay for YouTube Premium. So oh wait, yes I do.
Neither do I.
Yes I do. So what am I doing? I just realized that I recently been doing that. Oh man, forgetful Nicholas, making his life harder than he needs to. Okay, but regardless, this is fun. Let's get into the song "Victim," which is like it's probably like it's the best known song from this band. It is probably the big highlight from the record, and
Yeah.
it kicks ass. But the lyrics are fucking nonsense. I mean, right? Like the first stanza is like, okay, it makes sense. But it's like your victim in the story is like a total badass, like on the run, but ready to kick ass when he's attacked by people or some weird shit. It is gobbledygook. But shit. I don't even have my notes up. Hang on. I want to quote one lyric that is just so funny. Because he's a victim, he's one of a kind. It started from within his mind. He's a victim, better off dead, live in hell, or put the gun up to his head. What the hell does that even mean?
Whose perspective are we here?
Right?
We're going to. Yeah. Who is this? I don't.
Yeah,
It's a
because
song. Yeah. These lyrics are. Yeah.
they're
Oh,
dumb.
God.
These lyrics are bad. Because okay, like you're reading a story or something, you will be able to determine separate the voice of narrator versus different characters and things like that. But in this song, I feel like it's just jumping around, and it's like it just does not gel. It does not make sense on a lyrical standpoint. It's just junk. But but the song kicks ass. Like all the words rhyme, and I think that was maybe what they were going for. But it is really fun. I feel like I'm ripping on this with love because it is a hoot,
Yes.
dude.
Oh,
And
totally and completely. Yeah.
This is a blast. And like, okay, similarly, the next song, the title track of the album, Power Hungry, kick-ass song, ridiculous, nonsensical lyrics, but fun stuff.
Fun regardless. Totally.
Yeah. The next song, The Bridge, it's about the headless horseman, which is hilarious and like a subject you would only find in heavy metal, maybe a prog
Yep.
rock record. You know what I mean? Like, so that it cracks me up, but it's so charming. And that song is good. And yeah, and then there's She's a Savage, which is about like we're horny for chicks again, but it's also like a cheating woman song. Like, okay, whatever. And then the album closes with Aaron, which is sort of a power ballad, and it's one of those like oh baby I can't live without you kind of songs, and it's so Dokken-y. It's such a Dokken song.
And it's a total bummer to go out on, and I disagree with it being in the last track. It should have been like dead center, or
Oh, you
maybe a
think
little
so?
bit past
Okay.
that, but not don't go out on that. And then I have them go the classic album and then the new album on my Spotify playlist. So it ends and then Creator starts up. I'm like, I'm still kind of stuck in sad mode from
You're
the last
sad.
one.
You're
You know
sad
what I
about
mean?
Aaron. Okay. Um, but that's so funny. But yeah, Aaron,
And
it's
so is he apparently.
yeah. But I thought it was a good song. I mean, so it worked. It did not bum me out as an album closer. I'd rather have the ballad or the power ballad kind of be the album closer than kind of break up the flow of the kick-assery in the middle of a metal album. So it's fine for me.
Fair, fair.
Um, uh, but yeah, overall, I really like this. This album is a lot of fun, a real hoot, uh, and yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad you picked this, Chase. I kind of been wanting to talk about this for some time. It's
I
fun
was
stuff.
just charmed by the music. I was charmed by the music video, like everybody else was. I think. It's
Yeah,
just
it is
you guys got it. Yeah.
it's super charming. It's so much fun. If you fully embrace the silliness of heavy
Yes.
metal and don't care that it's silly, just like yeah, we are having a good time. That video is just everything, and like and this band is really a lot of fun. I'm glad they're back. This is like just epitomizes just kind of like, and I don't mean it in a shitty way, but like a generic kind of heavy metal sound of the '80s. But it's so wonderful. It's like it's my porridge is just right on this, okay? And it's good. So yeah, enjoyed this a lot. This was fun. Um, you want to talk about some upcoming shows? Holy crap, there is a lot happening.
We have a couple to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And let me know. Tell me about like as we go through these. Like, ooh, what I don't know. Give me a little bit of like your enthusiasm or lack thereof as we go through through the concert calendar. Um,
All right.
uh, just trying to zhuzh this segment up a little bit. On January 21st at the Hawthorne, excuse me, no, at the High Limit Room.
There we
uh,
go.
it's hardcore, Magnitude, Envision, Firestarter, Stand Tall, Fortune, and Rise Up. It's always all ages. This is gonna be like $15 for a bunch of hardcore. That's gonna be a fun time. The High Limit Room is so great, such a good room, and it's really really dope. Get out there and see some shows there, folks. This Wednesday, January 21st, I am going to the Hawthorne Theater to see Black Flag. Looking to check out this current iteration of the band. I've been watching footage. The singer, Greg's hired this young woman, and she's doing a great job. And I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun. Um, let's see. On January 23rd and 24th at the Fraternal Order of Eagles on Exeter Avenue, right here in Portland. It is Winterfest 2026. It's 2 days. It's going to be something like 15, 18 bands within the Pyre, Crucible of Absolution, and Damage Overdose, among others, are going to be there. And I think there are worse ways for you to spend your time and money. Want to go out and just get some metal in you? Go to that. Then on January 29th, it's a Thursday at the High Limit Room. More hardcore. Guerra, Ambretta, Lorraine, and Conscript are playing. Something like $10 or $13. Not bad. Go out and have a good time. Let's see. More hardcore the very next evening, also at the High Limit Room. Guilt Tradition, Plague Mind, Witness the End, Ripped Off, and Found Out are playing. That's only $7 for a bunch of
Oh,
hardcore.
nice.
Yeah, that's a
Nice.
great price for some great entertainment. So get that. That's dope. Then on January 31st at the Blackwater, Stainless and Leather Bitch will be playing with support from Crag Dweller, who I don't know, but Stainless, they've got their first full-length album coming this year, and Leather Bitch, they haven't played in a while. This is their debut show with Sergio Gines on drums. That should be awesome. My buddy
You're to be
Steven.
entertained. Then, oh, sir,
Yeah,
no, he's a blast. He's a blast just to listen to him do his thing. But then he also just adds like a little something to it each time. He engages with the audience a lot
yeah,
as the
Sergio's a
drummer,
great.
and you don't
Yeah,
get that. You don't get that very often. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as common. But yeah, no, Sergio's a great drummer. One of the best in town for sure. Um, but yeah, and Leather Bitch, like I'm friends with all those guys. They're great dudes, and so I'm really looking forward to that. Stainless are excellent. So that's gonna be dope. Looking forward to that. Uh, Great night of heavy metal. That'll be fun. More hardcore at the High Limit. Let's see, Reflex, What It Meant, Rise Up, Found, and Southmouth. That's a Thursday, February 5th. Uh, it's another cheap all ages show with a bunch of bands. Go get it. That'll kick ass. That won't be lame. If you're down in Bend, Oregon, check out Damage Overdose, Gathering, Weapon World, Nerve Damage, and Spina. This is like a. I don't know anything about Weapon World or Spina, but Damage Overdose is death metal, Gathering or black metal, Nerve Damage is kind of a crossover, like hardcore punk, thrash thing. But yeah, if you're down in Bend, hit up Silver Moon Brewing and see this show. That should be dope, man. A diverse heavy metal bill.
I
Uh,
have a question for you, actually. Do you
oh,
prefer do you prefer song or shows that are all like, okay, it's like five death metal bands, five black metal bands, or do you like bands or shows where they break it up a little? It's like half and half, or do you like it when it's just completely eclectic like this, where it's just a little bit of everything?
it depends. I mean, I like mixed bills of the genres I like. Uh, I'm less interested in like say an all death metal show than say a show where it's like some thrash bands and a death metal band. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And like here's the next show I'm going to talk about, like High Spirits and Savage Master with Oxygen Destroyer and Stress Test. That's a diverse bill that I'm all about.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
traditional metal, thrash, and a death metal band, a very good death metal band. So like, yeah, that's dope. Yeah. Oh, by the way, so that's going to be at the Star Theater February 8th. I'm going to be there. That's going to rule. Um, Looking forward to that. Yes. Um, but yeah, and then February 11th at Dante's Exhorter Classic 80s Thrashers will be there with support from Louis Seidel. This is early members of Suicidal Tendencies. I've seen them live before; they're excellent. Additional support from Phobia, Slowhole, and Ringworm. That's going to be cool. Hit that up, man. And then the very next night, you and I will be in attendance and very excited to see the Mighty Coroner and Heathen, two
The
classic
Hawthorne.
at the Hawthorne, two classic 80s thrash metal bands together. February 12th. That's going to be so awesome, dude. Very happy about that. Very excited for it. It's going to be great. Um,
I'm honestly surprised that they're not at the Roseland
Me too.
because I anticipate this being a huge show. But the Hawthorne, oh, we are going to be
Oh,
crushed.
yeah, hopefully we don't RIP. But yeah, and then let's see, Saturday, February 21st, Silver Talon, Starcourt, and I Am the Intimidator are playing. This will be Silver Talon kicking off their tour. They're heading to the Southwest and Texas, and we wish them all the best on the road. Love Silver Talon, so rad. Um, let's see. And then I think it's March 1st at the Hawthorne Gorilla Biscuits are playing, the classic New York hardcore band. If you can swing it, hit it up, baby. Um, that'll be cool. Um, and then here's a show I got to be at. The venue still TBA, but Solicitor and Trencher, a double dose of speed metal, will be hitting someplace in Portland on March 8th. Um,
Key venue, yeah.
yeah, stay tuned for when we get the venue announced. But man, this is gonna be killer. And yeah, love Solicitor, and yeah, it looks they're gonna be doing some dates in Washington, Oregon, and California. That's gonna be great. And yeah, right on. Let's see. More hardcore at the High Limit Room Friday, March 13th. Snuffed on Sight, Forced to Suffer, and a few other bands. Their logos are a bit too crusty for me to read, but that should be dope. Rumor has it this is like gonna sell out hella fast. It might even be sold out already, but give it a whirl, man. Uh, yeah. And then, of course, on Saturday, March 14th, we will be having the thrash metal time of the year, seeing Testament on the Thrash of the Titans tour with the support from Overkill and Destruction. That is going to be so rad. Oh,
Cannot wait.
a
Oh,
triple
man.
thrash threat for the ages. Man, that rules. And very, very happy about that. Um, let's see. Saturday, March 28th, going up to Longview, Washington, hit up Northwest Massacre Volume 2. This is a big death metal festival. One dayer, but man, look at this bill. We've got Cardiac Arrest, Sadistic Intent, Massacre. I might have to go up just to see Massacre. I love them. I saw them last year, and they were great. Got to meet Cam Lee. That was cool. Petrification are playing. Oxygen Destroyer on the bill as well. Coffin Rot, Hemorrhoid, our pals in Hellslot. Back from Death, who are really entertaining, very fun. And Ripping Remains and Hate Shitter. So this is a big day of death metal. 35
Guaranteed good time. That's a
Yeah.
guaranteed good time. Holy shit.
Yeah. So that should be dope. So hit that up. That's going to be the death metal time of the season, baby. But let's see. Oh, March 31st at Dante's, we will be seeing new wave of British heavy metal legends, speed metal kings, Raven.
Fuck yeah.
So excited for this. Been wanting to see Raven again for a long time. They are incredible live, so much fun, and we are going to have a blast. I'm so excited because I know Chase loves Raven. You have not seen Raven, and I
have not seen Raven.
I am as excited for me to see Raven, or I'm more excited, I think, that you're getting to see Raven than I am to see them again. But I am so jazzed for this. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to have a great time. And I know we'll have a good time then. We will also, I know, that's so fucked. April 14th at the Roseland, Guar is back. And it'll be us seeing Guar again for the first time in a long time. But that's going to be dope. We're going to be there, and Soulfly and King Parrot will all be in support. This is going to be dope. Guar is incredibly entertaining. A Guar show is always a blast. Yeah, this will be great.
A blast of all sorts of fluids, yeah.
Oh my
right
god.
In your face.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, that happened to me in my first Guar show. Okay. So, but anyway, the very next night, wow, what a show. A show we're very jazzed about as well. Drain on tour with No Pressure, Haywire, and Secret World. Man, crossover, thrash, hardcore, Kings, Drain. We love these guys. They're so rad. And their most recent album, Drain Is Your Friend, kicks ass. This is the breakout LP from these guys, and these guys are exploding, dude, and just a rad band. Very happy about us going to see them.
For those of you who don't know, we covered that album a couple episodes ago. Go check that out.
More than a couple episodes ago, but yes, we did review it. It made both of our top 10 lists for the year for 2025. It's a great record. Their other albums are good, but it's the one where they really just kind of like, I think this is the one, baby. Then the Godless 4 tour is coming through. It is a really stacked bill of extreme metal. Behemoth, Deicide, Rotting Christ, and Immolation. Wow, that's a hell of a bill, pun intended. Saturday, April 18th at the Roseland Theater. Man, death metal fans are going to have one hell of a night. Again, pun intended. Seeing this show, that's going to be a fun time. And then April 25th at the Blackwater, classic 80s thrash metal band Insecticide will be here with support from Pilau, Blade, and Betrayer. This is only going to be $15. That is a steal for this bill.
That is a steal. Yes. Oh, wow.
Insecticide are deserving of their legendary status. Pilau are a great new thrash metal band. We love the incredible speed metal fun of Blade. and Betrayer is an excellent hardcore band. Like, this is stacked. So that's just going to be an awesome show. Very excited about that one. And then I'll be going April 28th. I'll be going up to Seattle with my friend Steven in April. We're going to be seeing Halloween with special guest Beast in Black at the Paramount Theater. That's going to be so rad.
I think it's safe to say April's gonna fucking rule.
Dude,
Like,
oh my God. You know, we talk about Rocktober, but like March and April are so stacked with stuff. Who will survive and what will be left of them? Us, maybe?
eh?
I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. And then, big, exciting stuff. The Soldiers of Steel Festival returns. This is the second year of this festival. I was there last summer. It was so rad. Had an amazing time. And this year, it is expanded to there's like a pre-party day on the 13th and kind of a matinee show on the 16th. So it's kind of expanded to 4 days. And
Oh.
the first wave of announcements is already like, holy crap, get your ass to this festival. Sanctuary will be performing Refuge Denied and Into the Mirror Black in their entirety. We're talking like a 90-minute set from these guys. That's going to be awesome. Sacred Blade are playing their first U.S. show since 1983. The Accused AD are playing, and of course they're playing a special old school set as well. And then great performances in store from Bloodstar, Skeletor, and Tower Hill. These are all great traditional / power metal bands. Skeletor, I understand, will be calling it quits. I think after this year, I think they're packing it in. So this could be your last chance to see them on the West Coast.
Sad face.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, they've been going for like 25 years, man. And Jason Houston also splits his time with his other band, Split Heaven, which that's a band that's doing more business. And, I think maybe it's just kind of time to do the one thing for him. I don't know. But either way, this is going to be great. And I will tell you, okay, so Amy Carlson from Solicitor, she's one of the organizers of the festival. We are working we'll be working closely with this festival to promote and hype it up. So expect a lot of Soldiers of Steel related content in the coming months, folks. But I can't reveal who some of the other bands yet to be announced are. There's going to be probably about a dozen or so other bands to be announced still. And let me tell you, fans of 80s metal, there's about 4 bands that you are going to lose your absolute shit over once we can reveal who they are. That they are going to be playing. There's some stuff I am over the moon about, and I have to remain tight-lipped about. I promised I would not reveal that beforehand. But plan to go to this festival, folks. Soldiers of Steel is going to be so rad. Yeah. So, anywho, I think that's going to be our show for today. Chase, why don't you hit us with the sign-off, man?
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and remember to stay armed and dangerous.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night.